Good morning, everybody, and welcome to our Sunday service. Happy Mother's Day. I'm Roger Jones, one of the ministers here at UUSS, and I'm also the son of Leah Bryant and the grandson of Lola Green and Hazel Ungericht. Happy to be with you today. Reverend Lucy Bunch and I are happy to welcome our special guest, Leah Morris, who will be offering a message and music in honor of Mother's Day. And also with us are worship associate Karen Sparrow, pianist Irina Chanseva, and our technical producers Dirk Toole and Ivan Caballero. Our mission at UUSS says we come together to deepen our lives and be a force for healing in the world. Yesterday, we completed our diaper drive. It was great to see so many of you here in the parking lot as you dropped off your donations to support our partner, the River City Food Bank. Many thanks to Bobby Keel for organizing it and to her volunteers for making the diaper drive happen. Bobby's goal or prediction for this year's drive was 2,000 diapers. Don't ever let her predict the weather for you because she missed it. Instead, we collected 10,200 diapers, in addition to baby wipes and monetary donations, which we're still counting and which are still coming in. Thank you, Bobby, and thank you, everyone. We're glad you're here. If you're new, we are especially glad you're here. And we invite you to fill out a newcomers form to learn about our programs and receive our weekly message email. It's at uuss.org/newcomers on our website. Our greeter today is Mary Howard. And if you put "I'm new" in the chat, Mary will send you a private message to give you a personal welcome to UUSS. If you are new or if you've been around for a while, we hope you will stay after the service for about 20 minutes of coffee hub conversation, 2 10-minute conversations in small groups by the magic of Zoom breakout rooms. And if you are a member, please join us next Sunday after the service for our congregational business meeting. Everybody is welcome to attend the meeting, but we need a quorum of members to conduct business. So please stick around next week. If you'd like to learn details of the budget proposal, join our treasurer tomorrow night in this Zoom space. Victoria Owens will be hosting a budget forum tomorrow at 6:30, and she welcomes you. Every Tuesday night here, we have a special service which we call Vespers. It's different in structure and theme from our Sunday services. And this week, Reverend Lucy is hosting Vespers on beloved storybooks of our childhood years. 7 o'clock in this Zoom stream Tuesday. Every Wednesday night, we have a time of conversation and connection called Wellspring Wednesday. And this week, Reverend Lucy will be hosting a conversation with our member Jerry Hausman in our monthly feature called Life Stories of Our Elders. Wednesday at 7. But right now, I want to tell you a little bit about why we're so happy to have Leah Morris with us. She was born to musical parents in Baltimore, Maryland, and she lives in the Washington, D.C. area. She's an award-winning singer-songwriter, very popular there and now around the country. In addition to being a recording artist and playing concerts, she plays for worship services in all kinds of congregations, and she plays for family celebrations and ritual milestone events. And she's a favorite here by video in our Sunday school class, which is at 9:30 every week on Spirit, which we call Spirit Play. And we have sung along with Leah or heard Leah at our Tuesday and Sunday services, but we are especially glad to have her here in person with us by Zoom. So welcome, Leah, and thank you. And we will sing with her in just a couple moments, but now we'll meet Karen Sparrow. Good morning, Karen. And grab your candles or your chalices so we can join in the chalice lighting words. We join in the chalice lighting ritual after we say these words. Hi, Karen.
Good morning, Reverend Roger, and a happy Mother's Day to everybody. Now is the time to enter our sacred space, so gather up your chalice or your candles and your lighting device, and we will light them together after Reverend Roger and I read these words by the Reverend Laura Thompson. Across the distance, the light from within me shines, sending love to all.
Across the distance, your light is fuel that warms me and helps me to keep my own light burning.
Together, we keep the flame of community burning bright.
And next, we're happy to welcome Leah and sing along with her. So, hi, Leah.
Good morning. And thank you all so much for the invitation to be with you today. I'm going to start just by greeting you and greeting the sun and greeting this beautiful new day that we get the opportunity to share. Once the refrain is familiar, please do sing along. Hello, beautiful today. Hello, beautiful now. Hello, beautiful sunshine, honey. I love you and how. Hello, beautiful me. Hello, perfect right here. Hello, wonderful day that's waiting. Goodbye, doubt and fear. Hello, beautiful today. Hello, beautiful now. Hello, beautiful sunshine, honey. I love you and how. Hello, beautiful me. Hello, perfect right here. Hello, wonderful day that's waiting. Goodbye, doubt and fear. Hello, let the sun shine down. Hello, let the sun shine in. Hello, go out and get you some of that sun. I love you. Let it on your skin. Hello, let the sun shine down. Hello, let the sun shine in. Hello, go out and get you some of that sun. Goodbye, doubt and fear. Bye bye now. Hello, let the sun shine down. Oh, let the sun shine down. Hello, the sun shine. Oh, let the sun shine. Go out and get you some of that sun. Go out and get you some of that sun. Let it on your skin. I will. Hello, the sun shine down. Oh, let the sun shine down. Oh, let the sun shine. Oh, let the sun shine. Go out and get you some of that. Go out and get you some of that sun. Bye bye now. Oh, let the sun shine in.
Hello, perfect right now. What a great phrase, and what a wonderful morning. I'm so delighted to have Leah with us, and I'm delighted to be here with all of you. This is the time in our service when we bring our joys and sorrows, our worries, grief, and gratitude into this beloved community. If you'd like to tell this community what's on your heart, please open the chat box at the bottom of your screen and type in what you'd like to share. And make sure that your message is going out to everyone. Those of you on Facebook may share among yourselves while we all enjoy a gift of music from Irina. Let us begin. Thanks to those of you who shared what's on your heart this morning. Well, Leah kicked us off with a song about love, and I'm going to continue that theme in our prayer. But to set the stage, I want to offer a reading from 1 Corinthians chapter 13 in the Christian scriptures. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. Love is not rude. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. So in the spirit of Mother's Day, I encourage you to think of someone in your life who loves you or has loved you. It could be a parent or a partner, maybe a teacher, a grandparent. It could be a beloved pet. It could be anyone who has offered you the gift of love. And once you settle on that being and their love for you, imagine that their love for you and your love for them is part of a great spirit of love. And feel the presence of that spirit as I offer you this prayer. Spirit of love, we thank you for the gifts of love that we have received in our lives. May we draw from this love in our times of need, in our times when we feel lonely or unlovable. Spirit of love, let us know that we are loved. Spirit of love, help us to bring your love to the world. Help us to offer love to our families, our communities, to offer love to our hurting world, even when it's really hard. Help us draw from the great love that surrounds us and keep love present in all that we do. Spirit of love, let the fire of love burn brightly in our hearts, fiercely. Let it inspire us to act with courage to counter the injustice in our world. Spirit of love, may you be our conscience and our guide. Spirit of love, we ask you this morning to give us the power to trust, to hope, to persevere. May we always be with you, great source of love that holds and sustains us all. And may you always be with us. Let us know that there is a love holding us. There is a love holding all that we love. There is a love holding all. May we rest in this love. Amen. And now let us take a moment to reflect on the prayers in our hearts. Blessed be.
Once upon a time. Don't you love that phrase? It's like something in our DNA is ready, right? In our Western cultural DNA, as soon as we hear those words, once upon a time, Our bodies get excited and we're anticipating the story that is to come. But we also know that once upon a time means that the story has already taken place. It's set in the past. The action is done. The heroes have risen to the challenges, and everybody's living happily ever after, which can be very comforting to know. Once upon a time, some stuff happened, happily ever after. But what if we look at the story as once upon a now? Right now, you and I are the characters. The journey is happening in this moment. Everything that we see and interact with is a part of the setting, the plot, and its many twists. We don't even know what's coming yet. We are in a story. We're co-writing a story right now. Every time we look at the facts of our individual lives and the details that make up our collective experience, we don't just see the facts. We see our ideas, our interpretations of what's happening, what's true, what's real, and what we can be in the story. One of my favorite stories or ways of looking at this world that we're sharing now is that we all belong to one family. Once upon a right now, there was a me and there was a you, and there were plants and there were animals and there were mountains and there were oceans, all living together as a family on this immaculate, beautiful, perfect planet. And they all lived happily ever after when all the people who were making the important decisions about how the story was going to play out recognized that they were all part of one family. So I'd love to sing a song with you about exactly that story. It's by Ruth Pelham, and it involves an invitation to move your body and embody the concept of being one family. So if you have space and if you're able and you'd like to move with the song, please do. We're all a family under one sky, under one sky, under one sky. We're all a family under one sky, a family under one sky. We're people, we're animals, we're flowers, and we're trees. We're people, we're animals, we're flowers, and we're trees. You want to sing with me? We're all a family under one sky, under one sky, under one sky. We're all a family under one sky, a family under one sky. We live in oceans, we live in rivers, we live on mountains, we live in valleys, we live in oceans, we live in rivers, we live on mountains, we live in valleys. All right, one more time. We're all a family under one sky, under one sky, under one sky. We're all a family under one sky, a family under one sky.
Thank you, Leah. That was fabulous. The following reading is adapted from a piece written by Leah Ongiri. To mothers. To those who gave birth this year to their first child, we celebrate with you. To those who lost a child this year, we mourn with you. To those who are in the trenches with little ones every day and wear the badge of food stain, we appreciate you. To those who experience loss through miscarriage, failed adoptions, or running away, we mourn with you. To those who walk the hard path of infertility, fraught with pokes, prods, tears, and disappointment, we walk with you. Forgive us when we say foolish things. We don't mean to make it harder than it is. To those who are foster moms, mentor moms, and spiritual moms, we need you. To those who have warm and close relationships with your children, we celebrate with you. To those who have disappointment, heartache, and distance from your children, we sit with you. To those who lost their mothers this year, we grieve with you. To those who experienced abuse at the hands of your own mother, we acknowledge your experience. To those who have kept themselves together while mothering in this pandemic year, we honor your resilience. To those who have not kept themselves together while mothering in this pandemic year, we love you just as you are. To those who have aborted children, we remember them and you on this day. To those long to be mothering your own children, we mourn that life has not turned out the way you longed for it to be. To those step-parent, we walk with you on these complex paths. To those who envisioned lavishing love on grandchildren, yet that dream is not to be, we grieve with you. To those who will have emptier nests in the upcoming year, we grieve with you and we rejoice with you. To those who place children up for adoption, we commend you for your selflessness and remember how you hold that child in your heart. And to those who are pregnant with new life, both expected and surprising, we anticipate with you. This Mother's Day, we walk with you. Mothering is not for the faint of heart. We have real warriors in our midst. We honor you. Have a happy Mother's Day.
Thank you, Karen. This congregation has a tradition of giving away its offering donations every month to an organization in the local community doing important work congruent with our mission. We have 12 community partners, one every month that the congregation chooses. And our community partner in this month of May is the Effie Yaw Nature Center. And on this slide, you can see ways that you can donate to our shared offering. As I tell you a little bit about the Nature Center, which is in Ansel Hoffman Park in Carmichael. And it is an amazing oasis along the river in this urban area. There are, it's a nature preserve with walking trails. The center provides tours and classes for all ages, including classes that have now resumed after a year of online or not being able to meet. Our own Nancy Obershaw is teaching the 5-year-olds every week outdoors there. There are 100 acres there that you could wander to enjoy the wildlife. And at the Nature Center, they have animal ambassadors, which are animals that have been injured. So the staff cares for the reptiles and birds and mammals that live there and help to teach us about nature. The Nature Center has a lot of volunteers, but it also has paid staff. It does not have any government funding from the county. It receives only grants and donations. So our support makes a difference. Thank you for supporting the Nature Center and UUSS through our shared offering. And now I invite you to join with me in speaking in unison the words of response to our shared offering. May the spirit of gratitude bless and multiply all that we have, all that we give, and all that we receive. And next, we will have a message from Leah.
She used to tell me, look left, look right. Don't stop for nothing, honey child. Just keep stepping till you get home. And she would say not to stay out. Spot trouble coming for a mile. Just keep stepping soon as you know that you will be alright. If you just listen to me, I've been around a while. You can believe your mama knows. Mama knows. Mama knows. Mama knows. Mama knows. She would tell me, watch out for that man, 'cause he's gonna get you if he can, and he ain't worth turning your head around. So you've got to know what you're about, and don't let nobody slow you down, 'cause you still got a long way to go. Yes, you will be alright. If you just listen to me, I've been around a while. You can believe your mama knows. Mama knows. Yes, she does. Mama knows. 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 Don't listen when she's trying to turn you around. You got to be on solid ground. Girl, you keep on going and you're gonna fly. You can't stop until you try. Only you know who you are. Every good man don't drive a fancy car. The substance of your life is what you do. Learn from what you're going through, and you will be alright. If you just listen to me, I've been around a while. You can believe your mama knows. Mama knows. Yes, she does. Mama knows. Mama knows. Mama knows. Mama knows. Mama knows. Mama knows. So I wrote that song when I was 19. And I've had the very good fortune in my life. Maybe you're lucky, like I am. Maybe you're one of the fortunate people who have had a mother, like my mother, who lived up to the cultural ideals of what a mother should be, could be. My mother was a person who took on the role of teacher, of chef, not always gourmet, but chef. There was always something to eat. Who was our in-home 24 hours on-call medical care provider. She was a taxi service and a dictionary before there was Google. Translator when that was necessary and helpful. And at the same time, she worked a full-time job and she served in the church. I had the further good fortune of growing up alongside foster children, so that I was aware that not every mother is making the same choices, is not deciding to show up according to the cultural norms of the superwoman who does everything. I was aware that my mother was a very special, special gift. I still am aware that she's a special gift in my life. But I'm also aware that we in our culture tend to put mothers on such a high pedestal that when they fall, boy, it's a long way down. It's a long way down. I remember when I was in high school, one of my favorite films was The Crow, and it starred Brandon Lee, Bruce Lee's son. And one of the things that he said to one of the other characters, the Crow, said, "Mother is the word for God on the lips and hearts of children everywhere." Khalil Gibran is quoted to have said, "Mother is the most beautiful word on the lips of mankind." Abraham Lincoln, you guys have heard of him? He said, "All that I am and ever hope to be, I owe to my angel mother." And Kate Winslet, I just kind of wanted to bring it super modern and see, what are people saying about mothers in our own era? Kate Winslet, the actress, said, "It doesn't matter how old you are or what you do in your life. You never stop needing your mom." So if you are a mother or a mother figure, no pressure, right? No pressure. The fact of the matter is mothers, among other things, are also human beings, which many of us will agree are fallible, at least in the grand scheme of things, meaning that we often have these ideals of what we're supposed to accomplish, and sometimes we just plain fall short of those. I will acknowledge, as I have had the privilege of being a mom for 21 years now, and my 21-year-old could probably tell you without hesitation the places where I've fallen short of her ideals of what I should be as a mother. And in some of those cases, I might even agree with her. I'm certainly a different person and a different parent than my mother chose to be. And what I've learned is that while some of those roles that she took on, that my mother took on, teacher and sometimes chef, they work for me. Others don't resonate with who I see myself as being in the world. And so I've had to kind of redefine this gift, this privilege, this opportunity according to who I choose to be in the world. One of the, I will add to my mother, to my mother's list of attributes, she was definitely an authoritarian parent. Her way was the way. And I choose to see myself as more of a tour guide. We're here on Earth, in life. Here's how I choose to do things. And obviously, when you're very small, you're going to get a little bit more hands-on guidance than, for example, the 21-year-old. But in general, I recognize that you're here to live your life. You're not here to live my life. You're not here to do the things that I think are best for you. You're here to discover who you are and who you can be. So in that vein, as much as I do recognize that being a mother means being a teacher, I also very much acknowledge that I get to be a student in the classroom where sometimes my kids are the teachers. In the Bible, I grew up in a very religious household, dually religious. My mother was very Christian, my father very atheist, but my mother had scriptures and a place to take us. And in her scriptures, Jesus says that when you become like a child, you can enter the kingdom of heaven. What I believe he was trying to remind us is that there's such a freedom, a joy, an awareness of the paradise of this moment that kids can be in when they're given that space to be themselves, to love freely, to explore, to fall down sometimes, but to be fascinated by their scabs, just being so present. When I'm with my kids, I'm reminded what heaven on earth can be. And so what I want to do is I want to sing a few songs that were inspired by my children and share with you some of the things I'm learning in the classroom with my kids right now. My youngest is Lucia. Lucia's 5. And in the last few months, she's taken on the habit of asking, how does one become the president? Or how does one become a queen? How does one become a princess? And so I do my best to answer those questions for her, and I'm very excited and curious to watch and see how she unfolds in this world and how she answers those questions perhaps for herself. But one thing that Lucy does kind of on a regular basis is we'll be sitting at the table and she'll look at someone else's plate and she'll go, oh, I want that. I want yogurt with berries and bread. I want that. Neglecting the fact that she has either the same or something else that she asked for a few minutes earlier right in front of her. A heaping, helping, plenty in front of her. And, you know, while I was tempted to go, Lucy, and actually I do tell her, you have what you have, finish yours, and then we'll talk about getting more or getting something different. What I also realize is that Lucy is teaching me a lesson. Are there times in my life where I overlook my blessings, where I am so fixated on, ooh, what does that person have? And what's going on over there? And oh, wow, I'd love to do that or go there, and neglecting the bounty, the plenty, the wonder that's already in front of me. And that's not to say that we won't grow beyond where we are. It's to recognize that sometimes gratitude about the moment is the path that we're on that's leading us forward. And certainly what's on someone else's plate isn't our business. So this is a song I wrote before Lucy was born. I've been waiting for you for a long, long time. Time is relative, true. But inside my mind, to hold your hand, to hear your voice. I've been waiting to do for a long, long time. You're a drop in the sea. I'm a grain of sand. And when you come to me, I'll reach out my hand to draw you in for this brief while. I've been waiting for you for a long, long time. All my life, all my life, I've been waiting. your smile. Like a look in the glass, but through brand new eyes. I'll see yours through mine. You'll see mine through yours. I've been waiting for you for a long, long time. All my life, waiting. And one of the things we do get to learn if we have the privilege of participating in the gestational experience, either personally or, you know, as a support person or in the community, as we learn the gift of patience and the gift of anticipation and so many wonderful reminders about nature's bounty and its mysteries, right? So Jacob is 11. He is our knight with a K, with a capital K. His name is spelled Jakob. I didn't realize that the K would be for knight. He is our knight. And what that means in the context of our family is that he has a very strong sense of propriety and of appropriateness and what is right, of righteousness. Like, I can totally see this guy. He's as tall as I am now. I can see him in, you know, full shining armor off to fight a dragon. There are always dragons. He draws dragons. And what that also means, though, for Jacob and within our family and in his current perspective of the world is that he tends to be super critical of others and of himself. He is able to narrow in on the places where things are not the way he thinks they should be. And what I'm learning with him is that it is counterproductive to criticize someone for being critical. To look at someone's perspective and say, well, that's not right, or even that's not the best way to do this. What I am learning to practice is, rather than correcting him, is to be the model of what I believe is a more nourishing and joyful way of experiencing even our mistakes or even other people's shortcomings, or even the places and the times when other people make choices that are hurtful to us. I'm learning not to go, son, don't. Because what is that? You know, that's teaching him more criticism. I'm learning to say, here's another alternative. Try this on. See how it feels. So this is a song I wrote for my boy Jay when he was actually still shorter than I am. He's one of my favorite singing pals. Green grass, blue sky. Nobody ought to ask me why I'm smiling. Oh, I'm smiling 'cause of your sweet voice, your brown eyes, and it should come as no surprise that I'm smiling, 'cause all the while I've been falling. Wouldn't you know that as the sun glows, it's bringing me closer, drawing me in, letting me know there's nothing to lose, there's nothing to win, like it was in the beginning. is the start of something. Oh, this has got to be something, 'cause I'm falling. Wouldn't you say it's more than okay to open your eyes to every new day, to breathe in the wind, to soak in the sun, maybe make a new friend. It's kind of sweet like the beginning. Isn't it grand to reach out your hand, catching a raindrop, stroking the sand? This is a place where everyone wins, where everyone can. It's fresh and sweet like the beginning. Boy, you're sweet like the beginning. There's nothing sweet like the beginning. Lucy and Jacob are fortunate to have a big sister who is 21 years old. I have an adult child. I have had an adult child for officially 3 years now. I have had a child who decided that she was going to determine the path of her life for, 21 years, 21 years now. Layla came into the world many months earlier than anticipated and just kept on that trajectory. Super precocious human being who's got to do everything earlier than suggested and has to do things her own way. So you can imagine as a parent how easy breezy it's been. Trying to tour guide her in the world when I have my ideas of what the tour should be and she's in an entirely different, place. And at times it has been easier than at other times. But what the last year has been is such a gift, such an intense emotional time for our family to be together, right? To just really be in each other's faces, so that we had to make a decision, or we get to make a decision every single day. What is this experience going to be? Am I going to go bonkers in here, or am I going to look inside myself and make a choice, because I love you all so much, and make a choice day by day, moment by moment, to show up as the love that is patient, as the love that wants to guide you, as a model without constantly needing to scold you. And what that has become for me and Layla is a place where I did for years I resisted her path for herself. And only in the last half year or so, right before she decided to move out and begin her solo guided tour, right? Her self-guided tour in the world, I was gifted this song as a reminder of how our relationship could be. I don't need to dictate to her who she should be, how she should be. And many of the places where I was criticizing her, judging her, were reflections of criticisms of myself. And so recognizing that and choosing to let that go, choosing to honor her as she is, has been a gift that is rippling through all my other relationships, my relationship with my partner, my relationship with my in-laws. We live practically with my in-laws now, and it's so easy because I'm not trying to get them to do anything different. And bless my mother-in-law's heart, she's not trying to get me to do anything other than be myself. And what is unconditional love, if not exactly that? You don't need to alter anything about yourself. You don't need to please or impress me. Just show up as your beautiful, perfect, imperfect self. And when we can take that that kind of medicine, that kind of love, apply it first to ourselves, because that's big work, then to the people we love and who are closest to us, into our communities, our chosen families, like in this congregation, and then do this like super radical thing. I talked about Jesus earlier. That dude was radical. He was outside of the box and he was like, love your enemies. Can we talk about that? I truly believe that it is our greatest gift to be able to say to someone who we disagree with fundamentally, you don't have to change a thing about yourself. I love you anyway. I choose to love you exactly the way you are. Whew, big work, but I think we're capable. So this will probably be my last song of sharing with you now. Actually, it will. I'll claim that. This is the last song I'm going to share with you now, but it's been such a gift. I appreciate the invitation. Thank you, Reverend Lucy and Reverend Roger, for your invitation, your hospitality. Thank you to the people behind the scenes, Dirk and Ivan, who are making magic, and to Irina, for your beautiful piano music that is just setting the tone in me. I love being able to feel how we can still touch each other with our music, with our presence, even in this unprecedented time and way. So thank you all again. I appreciate you and I love you. Just as you are without changing a thing, just as you are, I accept you. I see you, I hear you, I welcome you in, just as you are, just as you are, just as you are without changing a thing. Just as you are, I accept you. I see you, I hear you, I welcome you in, just as you are, just as you are, just as you are without changing a thing. Just as you are, I accept you. I see you, I hear you, I welcome you in, just as you are, just as you are, just as you are without changing a thing. Just as you are, just as you are, I accept you. Just as you are, I see you, I hear you, I welcome you in, just as you are, just as you are. Let's sing that together one more time. Just as you are without changing a thing. Just as you are, just as you are, I accept you. Just as you are, I see you, I hear you, I welcome you in, just as you are, just as you are, just as you are, just as you are. Thank you.
We are blessed. Thank you, Leah, so much for your wonderful message. You're just incredible and creative music. My heart is full. My heart is full this day. So as we end our time together this morning, let us know that there is a love holding us. There is a love holding all that we love. There is a love holding all. And as you go forward into the week ahead, may you rest in this love. Blessed be. And now let's return to Reverend Roger for extinguishing our chalice.
As you join Karen and me and everyone else, we say, we extinguish these chalice flames, but not the light of truth seeking or the warmth of love shared, or the fire of commitment that moves us forward. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.